Right, day 3. I'm gonna get rid of some stuff. I'll get rid of the gardening stuff. I pre-booked slot at the tip, our local tip. You have to book it, you can't just turn up. You have to book it, you have to put your vehicle registration number, you have to put your personal details, your address. When you turn up, you have to have your ID, something like driving license or passport. It would be easier to take it to France, I think. I've got loads of bags with grass cuttings in the back. Car smells like a I don't know, like a field, freshly cut field. Very relaxing. Yeah, so down to our local tip. I got my ID, driving license. I got my registration, booking, reference thingy with a date and time slot and everything. It's crazy. It's crazy. I remember 10 years ago you just put stuff in your car and just take it there. Okay, they've never been taking commercial rubbish, so you can't go there with a vehicle like a van or you know, pickup truck or something, but you could just pick your car, you could go there and take your rubbish from your house. Now, well, I'm sure they don't actually issue visas. Well, this is some kind of visa. A visa to visit amenity tip. Crazy. Always wear a good mask. Now, let's knock the wall down. Safety equipment, check. Right, as I mentioned before, I'm going to move bathroom doorway that way to reduce size of the bathroom. So instead of that wall being there, it will be moved up against the edge of the window. That wall is coming out. The bath is going to go there. Toilet, basin, towel rail on that side. Door will start here somewhere to there. Opens in. That cover gets removed. Knocking through doorway for the back bedroom. And that wall there is getting removed. That's going to be entrance to our kitchen area.
And that's how to remove asbestos tank from the loft. Simple. Just knock a hole in the ceiling, take a chimney down, you can climb up. Perfect. It's another tip for today. From very dusty man. Now, dear friends, as you can see, I'm very dusty now. End of day 3. I done some demolition. Now I'm enjoying cold beer. So what did we do? Let's start from beginning. By the way, scrap metal is gone from lawn. Scrappy's been out, collected it. So we said first we're going to remove this wall here to make door opening for bathroom a bit more to the left. And then I removed the wall between toilet and the bathroom. And then remove the wall between kitchen and the bathroom, because we're going to put new one right off the edge of that window there. And then doorway on this side here, because this is going to be a lounge. And then carried on and removed that section of the wall there up to the corner and made an opening for the door for the back bedroom. So that there is going to be a door for the back bedroom, and here we're going to have about almost 6 foot opening between lounge and the kitchen. Nice big open plan with this corner here dedicated for little table and chairs. A little breakfast dining area. This old doorway is going to get blocked up permanently, so this is going to be kitchen over there. And here chimney has been removed, and so asbestos tank from the loft that used to live up there on the stand. Now that there is going to be doorway for this back bedroom, and right off the edge of that doorway we're going to run a stud wall and separate as front bedroom with entrance there by the front door and a hall, and back bedroom that's blocked up, and that's going to be entrance for it. So the front bedroom is going to have a less in width but more in length, and the back bedroom is going to have a less in the length but more in the width. So they will be pretty much similar in size. I would say the front bedroom is going to be comfortable double bed size, and rear bedroom is going to be very comfortable single bed size. So I hope you guys can see through all this mess now and see all the walls that I'm planning to build. Once all this rubble is cleared up. It reminds me of one of these like news reports from the war zones. It's just mess at the moment, but I'm going to use all of that as a hardcore for the driveway. And driveway, it's coming there, that section. So recycle, reuse. It's a great space. Now, I'm really lucky here that all these timbers up in the loft and roof, they're all trusses. So it's one of the first 1960s truss system. So they actually span from load-bearing external walls. So none of internal walls are actually load-bearing, apart from these little sections here around the fireplace. looks like for that joist there and another one there, they're bearing on that wall, and same on that little section there. But that's only because of chimneys there. I'm going to rejoin them, and well, you'll see. Stay tuned for more updates from other days. Cheers guys, all the best.